Okay, folks, here I am, and I'm gonna do a little recording this morning while I'm walking. There's the back dog back there. She's gonna be growling and acting up. There's Lola. She's doing her business. And this is gonna be the first day that we've walked for several days because of the weather and different things that are going on. Today is Thursday, January 30th of 2025. You might have noticed last night, if you were watching the news, that we had an airplane that crashed with a helicopter in Washington, D.C., and I think went on into the Potomac River there. And oh my goodness, we are certainly concerned and have empathy for those families that are involved, and we lift up our prayers unto them. I can't imagine the loss and the hardship of knowing that happened, and we'll pray that was certainly an accident and nothing else was involved. But what I was going to say was, this is Kathy's first day to walk since she had her accident out here, and where she had just a normal walk and had a dog come up on her, and you know, many of you know that she doesn't see very well, and it jumped up on her trying to be friendly and playful. It wasn't mean at all or anything like that, but it knocked her down, and she hit her head on the driveway there, and she's just doing just fine. And she wouldn't let me take her to the doctor or anything and let it get checked out. She felt like it was okay, and we checked her eyes and everything like that, and had a little goose egg on the outside, and she's bruised up a little bit, but she's now a little bit funny about returning back to her habit of walking every day, and we don't want it to be like that, because come on, back this way, come on. My little Chihuahua Chiweenie dog tends to get too close to the road for us, and we don't like for her to do that. Lola's a wonderful little doggy, but she thinks she's a Great Dane sometimes. Come on. So we have to watch after her. We don't keep her on a leash or anything, but I have had to go back to it a couple times when she got a little bit too brave for her britches, So we watch her pretty close while she's out here, and anything could come up, any dog or anything, and she doesn't chase cars, but boy, if somebody comes up, she's defending the territory. Right down there, I have a lot of deer come up through here and in those woods right there. So we had a great day yesterday, which was Wednesday. I had a hair appointment over with Brooklyn where she works at, and I believe that address is 218 North Court Street over there. And this is several times that Brooke has cut my hair, and she always does a wonderful job since she moved into that shop. And what's the name of that business, hon, that Brooke works for? Beauty by Reagan or something like that. It's just a great little shop, and I've been for years I've been going up here to McCullers and letting them cut my hair, and I love them. I always loved James and Renee and staff up there. They have just been wonderful to me. But when Brooke started cutting, I decided to go over there and give her the business. So that's what I've been doing. You can see she did a good job on a poor subject, but I'm tickled with what she does for me. And we decided to eat out, and we went to this cafe that is right there adjacent, or real close, almost next door to the beauty shop, and it's called Cafe 222. And the first time we'd ever even been in the doors there, and went in there, and they had a little buffet-like deal set up. The staff was so friendly and so kind. We really enjoyed going in there. It's set up just for lunch from 11 to 2, and the people were very friendly. And we went up there, and I'm going to tell you, I've been doing my OMAD. Some of you know what that is. That's 1 meal a day, and I usually been eating about 3, but I changed my habit yesterday a little bit, and I ate early as a result of sitting down and eating with Brooke. And the food was more of I would call it a country style of food. They had meatloaf and squash casserole, mashed potatoes, of course, green beans, just some kind of just several dishes that were just wonderful. And one of my favorites has always been meatloaf, so that's what I got, and it was really good. But we enjoyed that, and then I went and visited with Kathy, and I stopped by and saw my brother, my youngest brother, Dwayne, who lives over in Tuscumbia. Now I'm looking for the little dog. Y'all help me a little bit. Lola, where you at, baby? There she is. Get up here. See, she gets down there towards those woods, and she doesn't realize, she's coming, baby. She doesn't realize the danger that's involved in that. Kathy can't see her real well, so she'll holler at her, which is fine. She minds Kathy a lot better than she does me. She really does good with her, but I don't know. She's a little bit too brave for me, for her size, because she'd just be a mouthful. What's really funny is to watch her interact with Mabel. And what I do with Mabel is, she's an outside dog, of course, and we've got her in the back. You can see right here. There she is right there. And she stays in that backyard. It's fenced, and it's pretty good size. Plenty of room for her. She's got she can get up under the sunroom and stay up under there anytime she wants to. She's a cold weather dog. She's an Alaskan Malamute, and she's used to the weather. But when she wants to, I bring her in at night. And last night, we see my cameras indicate to me what she's wanting, and she indicated last night that she wanted in, because she was standing there at the door and jumping up and down, and so I brought her in, and she stayed upstairs for a few minutes. But her favorite place to go is down in the basement, especially in the summertime when it's really hot. She likes to go down there, and I'll turn that fan on her, and it's dark down there. Leave a little light on for her, of course, and she likes to go down there and sleep, and there's no threat to her at all. I mean, there's nothing else down there that could get after her, and I think it's probably the most restful sleep she ever gets. But she came in last night, and then stayed upstairs for a little bit, and then went downstairs, wanted to go down. So I took her down, and she spent the night down there. But I bring her through the house when it's not raining outside or muddy or anything like that. Otherwise, I bring her through the outside and never come in to the inside except for the basement itself. But brought her in, and it's funny to watch her deal with Lola, because that Chihuahua thinks, hey baby, that Chihuahua thinks that she can handle that big Alaskan Malamute who is many times much bigger than her. And Mabel is just so sweet to her and so kind. She won't snap at her or anything like that. I have heard over time, I've heard every once in a while she might give her just a little bitty growl. Of course, I get after Mabel when she does that, but Lola's aggravating. She will run around and try to get her attention and everything. Again, Lola thinks she's as big as Mabel is, and she's not. But I'm thankful that Mabel has that temperament. Now, Mabel's getting a little bit older, and let me tell you something that I do, and you might consider this if you have an older dog. I've been giving Mabel some vitamins. They're little black disc-like deals, and they're chew vitamins, and she loves to eat them. But I've been giving her those because what I found out with dogs, when they start getting older, they're just like us, just like humans. Their immunity starts dropping off, and they can't fight infections or anything like that as well as they used to be able to. So knowing she's getting older, I started giving her those vitamins about, several months ago. She loves to eat them. She doesn't realize what they are, of course, but it seems to me like, of course, it may just be in my mind, but it seems to me like that's made her, look at her digging. Look at this. There's a little interaction right there. Let you see that. That's funny to watch. Come on, back up here. Come on. Come on. Come on, Lola. But it seems like that has picked her up a little. Of course, she loves for me to get her these larger tennis balls, and she likes to play with those outside too. Let me tell you a little bit about my Ford. It's a 98. My tires are about ready to be replaced, and they start leaking down. I don't drive this vehicle much because of the Honda, and I had to air up all four tires, well, 3 of the 4 tires the other day, and I got to keep it ready to go because it is 4-wheel drive. You can't tell that's a slope right there, but it is a pretty good slope, and if it snows or we get ice up here, we have an emergency, we might be in need of 4-wheel drive. So I try to keep it in good shape and the battery charged up and stuff like that. So, well, let's see. I do need to be walking. This is good exercise. Dwayne shared with me yesterday that he and his wife Kathy are walking a lot, and I'm going to tell you, you know, some people jog, some people ride bicycles, and let me share this with you right quick. I'll have to stop for just a second. I've got a bicycle and I was riding it. You can't see this right here, but right here in front of me is slope to the road. So a couple years ago when I first got that bicycle, let's see if you can see that. Let me turn it this way. There we go. Yeah, need to turn it around. This is sloped quite a bit right here, and I was coming up through here, and I applied the front brake on the bicycle, and folks don't do that, because what I did was I flipped the bicycle, went over the handlebars and reached down. I was still working back then. I reached down and put my arm out to catch myself, and fractured my elbow. I mean, it's just a crack. You know, I was able to work, didn't have to have any kind of a brace or anything on that elbow. There we go. I see her. You making it okay? Okay, I'll put her in just a second, okay? I'm going to end this here in just a minute. But remember that I really want her to walk, because that is a good exercise. What I was going to say was, since I said that, on the exercising, probably one of the best exercises that we can do as senior adults. Now, this is for everybody. You don't have to be a senior to consider this, but one of the best exercises we can do is to walk. And, you know, try to pick up your pace some if you can. If you can walk faster, if you can, slower is fine. Even if you have to use, if you have to use a walker, get out and do that safely. Have somebody watch you, have somebody be with you, and if you can ride a bike, that's great. If you can jog, if you can run, go lift weights, do whatever you can do to exercise and get yourself moving. Don't just be sitting still. And I have to remind myself of that a lot, because I love reading, I love watching YouTube videos, I love sitting around is what I love to do. So I have to fight against that. So might I encourage you, because I'm trying to encourage Kathy to get back to doing her walking, because she is a dedicated walker when she has her confidence. I'm going to close out now and say to you, God bless. I hope you're having a great day. I hope that things are going well for you. And I want encourage you to lift up the Lord, you Christian believers, and also encourage one another. Find something good about somebody, and from the heart, wholeheartedly, in pure sincerity, may you share that with them as you're led by God to do so. We'll catch you later. I may make another one later on. We'll see what the Lord has planned for us. God bless you. Bye-bye.